Now, I'm going to point out to you another unique fact about the Jewish people, absolutely unique. Their whole history was foretold in prophecy. That's not true of any other nation. But the whole history of the Jewish people from Abraham onward was foretold in prophecy in the Bible. And I'm going to give you altogether 16 stages in the outworking of prophecy which are predicted concerning Israel. Number one, and I could give you a scriptural reference for each one of these, but time would not really permit. The first three were all given to Abraham. The prediction of their enslavement in Egypt, number one. Number two, their deliverance with wealth from Egypt. And remember, Abraham was told they'll come out with much possession. They'd been slaves. And in one night, one period of 24 hours, they became wealthy with the wealth of the Egyptians. A remarkable fact, predicted before. Their possession of the land of Canaan was predicted to Abraham. And then we go on to Deuteronomy and other books. Number four, that they would turn to idolatry in the promised land was clearly predicted and certainly fulfilled. Number five, that God would establish a center of worship in Jerusalem. Number six, that the northern kingdom called Israel would be carried into captivity in Assyria. Number seven, that the southern kingdom called Judah would be carried into captivity in Babylon. Number eight, the destruction of the first temple, that was the one built by Solomon, was predicted in detail. Number nine, the return of a small remnant from Babylon was predicted. Number 10, the destruction of the second temple, the one that stood in the days of Jesus. He himself predicted it in detail. And it's interesting, you go to Jerusalem today and the Jewish guides will lead you around the temple area and they'll show you stones that are just standing on their own. And they'll say, you see, it was predicted that every stone would be thrown down. Not one stone would be left standing upon another. I tell you, our Jewish guides believe a lot more about the Bible than some Christian preachers. All right, number 11, it was predicted in Leviticus 26 and elsewhere, many other places, that because of disobedience they would be scattered among the nations, the Gentiles. Number 12, that they would endure persecution and oppression among the Gentiles. That certainly has been fulfilled. Number 13, that they would be regathered from all nations. That is being fulfilled before our eyes. And it's important that we see that. So 13 of the predictions have been fulfilled. There remain 3 more, as I see it, that are still to be fulfilled. The gathering of all nations against Jerusalem in war, number 14. Number 15, the supernatural revelation of Messiah to his people. And number 16, the coming of Messiah in glory and power to establish his kingdom on earth. So out of 16 predictions, 13 have been fulfilled. According to my mathematics, and I'm not really strong on mathematics, but I think that's about 81%. Now, I would have to say, I don't think that we're crazy fanatics if we believe that the remaining 3 predictions will be fulfilled. People look at us strangely as if we believe strange things, but to me, and I was a professional logician before I became a preacher, to me it's logical to believe that if a book can predict 13 events in advance with correctness and accuracy, any other predictions that book gives should be taken pretty seriously.